thought I'd get this out of the way sooner rather than later, as the season is hotting up, as they say. Just going doing the boring stuff that I always have to do when I get to this point of the video. There we go, boring stuff out of the way. Right then. So, welcome to Suzuka, the track with the most boring names for every corner that they've managed to find. So we'll run through them as we go through. But here we are for the sprint race of the MRC League 2 GT3 World Series. We'll just crack on with this. So, in first place, we have Roadrunner in the Mercedes. In second, we have Gary in the Subaru. In third place, we have a new boy, a noob, who's not actually that newbie at all, to be honest. Dave. Great name, Dave, in third place. Shaggy in a Mercedes in fourth. Welly Bob in a Lexus in fifth. Surfer in sixth in a Mitzi. Skippy in a Corvette in seventh. Great qualifying for Skippy. Eighth is yours truly, Berserker Boy. I believe actually, all the way even down to eighth, the times were only, I think it was within a second, all the way down to about where I was. I think it was only about a second off the pace, if that. I think it might have been 0.8 or something as well. So the field's really, really tight. Blackie here in a Corvette in ninth. Supercams in a Subaru in 10th, Dinky in a Mitzi in 11th, Ricky in a Jag in 12th, and Mickey Moo in a Ferrari. He's got a car that's not illegal. Oh, jump start there by Supercams as we are go. Oh, slow start there also from Dave. So we should go back up to the front of the field. Oh, a bit loud in my own headset. As they stream down to the really most boring name called First Corner. And everyone's just about through. Let's go on board here with Dinky as he's following Berserker Boy. He's also got Blackie really close behind him. Everyone's sort of jiggling through a really boring named Snake. Could have had a different name for the S-Bends, you would have thought. But here's Roadrunner now coming around to Dunlop. Starts in pole and is going around now past that glorious shot there of the Ferris wheel at the back to Degner. Coming around that tricky corner, you can see Gary's getting unsettled there at the back. Goes underneath the course and the back straight, coming up to the hairpin, which is called hairpin. Yep, it's that original. Go back here, everyone's still there or thereabouts in the same positions. Oh, as Dinky nips up the inside there of Berserker. And who was that? Looks like who's that behind? Yeah, it's Mark and Dave behind. Supercams has lost a little bit of track. And where's Mickey Moo? What's happened to Mickey Moo? Oh, that's what's happened to Mickey Moo. So Mickey Moo gets a poor start for some reason, comes around to Degner, hits the back of gets the four wheels off. It's a really painful course, this one. It's very narrow and very unforgiving. Supercams gets up the inside there. In the meantime, here you go, Roadrunner now, coming round 200R, up to Spoon. Gary really close behind. Let's go on board with Gary. Very easy to go wide and miss Apex, go a little bit wide on Apex, but nicely cuts it back. Coming down the back straight, which they've called the back straight, to the most iconic part of the course, I believe, which is 130R, which is basically nearly flat out, possibly flat out, to Casino Triangle. Roadrunner still can't shift the machinations of Gary. Coming around the last corner, which is called last corner, to the back to the start finish straight. And there you go, that's a lap of Suzuka. One lap down, plenty to go. Roadrunner dips it in. Gary's still hassling him. Surfer's hanging on in third. Shaggy's close to surface, and then there's a bit of a gap then between themselves and Skippy. He's got up from 7th, I think it was. Great drive from Skippy. And Berserker Boy in the Mustang in 6th. He's got up a space or two. Then the rest of the field, as you can see, streaming through. Welly Bob here in 7th. The new boy Dave has got up to 8th. And the Porsche GT 911. Blackie's now in 9th. Supercam's got up to 10th. Ricky, 11th. What's happened to Dinky? Let's have a quick look. What happened to Dinky? Because we need to find out what's happened to him. Here he goes. Dinky was in 10th. He's actually dropped back a little bit more. It just hits the grass, and that's all it takes. It was a very unforgiving circuit. Dennis didn't really do anything wrong, but that's all it took. So then, coming around Dunlop, up to Degnar. Let's go on board with the race leader. Let's just go on board with Gary in 2nd. See if he can find an opening on Roadrunner in 1st place. He's just starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Oh, Roadrunner tyres squealing there. Nice little camera there in the background to see what's happening behind. This is very interesting. Oh, I've really found in this circuit the torque of the Mercedes just pulling out of each corner. Even in the Mustang, I just couldn't keep up with it. The Mercedes also I've noticed get really good starts compared to the other cars, but the power of that Merc is really doing it proud. So someone's just dropped back. Let's go back. From my point of view, I've just seen the positions change. Skippy goes a bit wide. So all good. Here we go, back here. So Blackie and Dave. Let's go back to that. So Blackie and Dave were close to each other then. Mark in the Corvette. So Supercam's really close. So what's going up here with the new boy? Someone's gone wide. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Mark gets a nice run though. Can't quite get the power down. So no, it's all good. I'm sure I saw something that happened a second ago. Because everything was flicking. Positions were changing. Whoops, Skippy. Entering Spoon. Oh, he's all good. Tricky. No, he's not all good. There you go. Skippy's going off. That's what it was. Skippy just drifts wide at Spoon. So easily done. Just moves all the boys back up a space or two. Go on board with Dave as he's sizing up Welly Bob. Dave with the toilet roll dispenser empty. Oh, as Welly Bob hits the grass as well. Oh, this course is killing everyone. There's Welly Bob. So yeah, let's go on board with Welly Bob. Just hits the grass. Hits the AstroTurf even. Oh, I've got to finally. I'll get a good shot eventually. There we go. So where does Welly Bob filter back into the course? He's back down to. Oh my goodness! Unfortunate for Kev there. He's back down to 11th place, still on the grass. So Skippy's also done something wrong again as well. Skippy. Oh no, Skippy was already back there, wasn't he? So it's all happening on lap 2. Let's say this is a really unforgiving course. I really think this track sorts them, puts the hairs on your chest, and sorts the men from the boys. Because you can quite easily come off the circuit on your own, let alone in the act of overtaking. I'm just going to check my audio levels one more time, make sure I'm not talking to complete silence. No. Yep, audio levels are all good. Right, so lap 3. Let's see, let's go through. Oh, I saw Blackie was having a nice little fight there with Supercams. Is the Supercams getting in front of Blackie? Yeah, Supercams. Quick drive up. I do think Supercams might have a race win in him if he can keep it on the circuit. Little bump in the barge in there with Blackie, but it's all good. Great living on that car, Mark. Looks really cool. So let's go back up front then. So Roadrunner now is still out in lead. Where is he? He's just gone through Degnar, coming down to the hairpin. Gary's not really lost any ground in particular. He's still there or thereabouts, but it looks like Surf is just starting to close in on this group. And you can see there's a bit of gap then between Surfer in third, Shaggy in fourth. Oh, Supercams and Mark's still at it. Mark's just undercut Supercams into the hairpin, coming around to 200R. Here we go, on board with Mark. Can you find a way to outbrake Supercams coming into Spoon? No, eases off. Let someone go out, that was Mark. So there we go, so everyone's coming down the back straight. Let's go on board with... Oh, Gary, no, what's happened? Oh, Roadrunner, what has happened there? I missed that one. So Roadrunner, oh, where does Roadrunner get it wrong? So Roadrunner bins it. Looks like he's binned it coming into... Oh, it's very late on a break in there. Roadrunner's gone wide at Spoon. Very wide, just allowed Gary to cap out underneath. Oh, Roadrunner gets it wrong again, compounds the error. Surf has now got up to second place. So, as I said, it's a punishing circuit. It's so easy to make mistakes all by yourself. So let's just change the positions around. So Gary's now been gifted first place. There's Berserker Boy coming around to 130 yard, takes a lot of inside curve, about testing the suspension of that Mustang. And Dave's now up to 6th place, New Boy's up to 6th. Nice looking Porsche as well. Supercams has finally finished his battle with Mark, who's in 7th, Blackie's in 8th. Ricky's having a good race, he's up into 9th, and all the people who seem to have fallen off the track are then the next group. We've got Welly Bob, Dinky, Skippy and Mickey Moo on his own at the back, and poor little Ferrari, but sounds great. Love that sound. Right then, so 6 minutes gone, 7 minutes gone. Gary's out in front. Going through Snake, coming around to Dunlop. Oh no, sorry, this is the really boring anti-banked curve just before Dunlop. Yeah, inspiring names for this circuit, corners of the circuit, isn't it? Gary now, let's go on board with Gary. He comes up to the hairpin, really pushing hard to get the gap between himself and Surfer extended. Go back with Surfer. He's pulled a little bit of a gap now between himself and Roadrunner. But it looks like Shaggy, the two Mercs. Now Shaggy's gaining on Roadrunner. Coming around Spoon, nice tidy line there from the boys. Oh, Roadrunner avoids going wide. There's Berserker Boy trying to get onto the tails of this group. Is Shaggy going to try and make a move into 130R? No, not quite. Is he going to try and outbrake Roadrunner into the Casino Triangle? No, but Surfer outbreaks himself. So Surfer's gone deep into Triangle. It's just allowed Berserker now to catch up to Surfer. And now can Berserker get a run on Surfer? Can you get into the slipstream of that Mitsubishi coming down the start-finish straight? Surfer's gone very defensive. Berserker Boy's gone round the outside. Is he going to make it stick? Oh, this is brave stuff by Berserker. Going on the outside there. He does make it stick. So Berserker's up to 4. Pushes Surfer back. Oh, Surfer's just touched the grass again. We've got another driver who's oh, nearly takes out Dave in the process. Is anyone else coming? No. So Surfer, that's another driver now who's been Suzuka. This is the anti-bank curve. This is Dunlop coming up. So Surfer's gone from 3rd down to 6th. It's done a couple of errors. So it's just basically just try and keep it safe. Try and keep it clean, and you're within a shot of getting a good position. As you come here to with Daffy Duck into the hairpin, you can see how much of an elevation there is at hairpin. I didn't realise there was that much. Oh, it's Roadrunner. Let's go back where's Roadrunner? There we go. Roadrunner spins up rear wheels, but still hangs on to second place over Shaggy. It's Berserker. Can Berserker catch the two Mercs? I don't think he's desperately trying to. Oh, nice line there from Berserker. Nice tidy apex. Almost drift it wide. Yep, just drifts it wide. Nice line there from Berserker. So this four now seems to have pulled away. Well, it really is. Yeah, you can just see Gary up there in front as we stay on board with Berserker as he comes through the 130R. Takes a judicious amount of inside curve there, if that's the right word. Braking down for Casino Triangle. Oh, nice line there from Berserker. Doing all he can to get that Mustang up to those Mercs, but those Mercs just pulled away under the torque. Oh, it looks like also back here Super Cams and Surfer having another little tussle. Did Surfer get it wrong again? He did, yes, Surfer's got it wrong again. Goodness me, Surfer's having a nightmare moment. At exactly the same spot. He's missed his braking point twice in a row. He's left it far too late. So here comes Super Cams. So that Surfer's been in it big time now. He's gone from third down to seventh. Disaster for Surfer, who's pushing for the championship lead as well. He really needs these points. Must be cursing an Irish in that cockpit. Wouldn't want to be in there right now. You see Blackie though. He's now got Surfer within sight. Just looking at the map at the top right, you can see only even after 10 minutes everyone's strung out quite a lot already. Difficult place to overtake here as well. There are overtaking spots, but you've got to be so close to them through these kind of sections here. So the first spot you can overtake really is at hairpin, but it looks like the Corvette can't quite match the Mitsubishi. So if you get it right, just coming up to the hairpin, if you're right up to the bumper, you can pull out, just go to the inside. You can see that the Mitsubishis are starting to pull away from Mark now. Nice tidy line. So, halfway through the field, let's run through who's where and what's going on. So at the moment, Gary coming down the back straight is in first place. Roadrunner is in second. Closely followed by Shaggy in the other Merc in third. And then we got Berserker Boy desperately trying to catch up to that group in fourth. Again, taking a lot of inside curve there at 130R, trying to keep it flat out. Then the new boy Dave is in fifth. Great race for Dave, opening his account here. A little bit laggy, not what you can do about that. Excuse me, I got the hiccup. Super Cams is in sixth. Surfer's in seventh. Closely followed by Blackie in 8th, Welly Bob in 9th, not too far away from Blackie, a couple of seconds I'd say, enough time to catch up hopefully. Comes into the boring named first corner, nice tidy line there from Kevin, very nice tidy line there. Dinky is in 10th place. Ricky's in 11th and Skippy's fallen all the way back to 12th. He was fairly high up the order, and about 6th I think he got to at one point. And Mickey Moo looks like he's retired as well. Where are we? Gary's at hairpin. Right, let's just find the closest battle that we can find. It's really Mark and... Oh, right, Ricky's flashing his lights at Dinky. So we'll leave it here just for the time being while I just have a quick drinks break. And we're back. So it's a little bit as you are at the moment. No one's really managing to make much progress. Just waiting for people to, I'll be honest, make mistakes. There's not been a huge amount of overtaking, has there? It's just waiting for people to fall off the track. In the meantime, though, look at that Roadrunner has now gathered himself in that Merc. Got a big gap between himself and Shaggy, and it's just popped in. Fastest lap so far, 159.3. That seems to work well here. Coming through the Snake. Photographer's there waiting to find a picture. There's a good picture here, building of Roadrunner slowly reading. Oh, he's also put another purple sector time in as well. Slowly catching up to Gary. Oh, I wish I had the timings. Sorry, I keep going on about it, but it would be nice. Oh, this Roadrunner's pushing very hard. Really hard. So you're going to put another purple sector time in? Nope, not quite, but he's really close to it. He is starting to get real in. You can start to smell the exhaust fumes from that Subaru in front. He's only got 5 minutes to go though. This is the sprint race. Drifts a little bit wide. No, he's got a nice apex. Yeah, he's a little bit too wide of that apex. Gary's very wide. Gary's also pushing it very hard as well. Right, so 4 minutes to go. 1 and 2. Oh, Roadrunner's pulled that purple sector time back, giving it some rounds. 130R into Casino Triangle. Definitely starting to reel in Gary a little bit. Gary will certainly know that he's there. The veteran of Gary is. Yeah, 159.3. What's Gary doing? Gary's doing 2 minutes, so 2 minutes 3. So Roadrunner's about half a second quicker. Really close to catching into the slipstream of the car in front. Let's just check the distances between the other cars. So we've got Gary in first, Roadrunner in second, Shaggy here in third. Berserker still can't quite get close enough to Shaggy. There's Berserker in the beautiful Pittsburgh Steelers inspired Mustang. See, Berserker's really pushing. He's just put his fastest sector time in as well, and he's done a sub 2 minute lap, 159.7. You can see the Mustang does suffer with tyre wear quite a lot, as you can see the Merc with Shaggy at the helm. It's not quite as bad. So here comes the Berserker. So there we go. That's top 4 kind of on their own, and then Dave stuck in the middle, doing his best to catch up to this group. A little bit laggy. Supercams doing his best to catch up, and then we've got Surfer, Welly Bob, and Blackie's dropped off. So Welly Bob's caught Blackie and made a pass somewhere. Blackie's quite a way off now, actually. Dinky's picked up a penalty, and he's still battling with Ricky here. Ricky should get that place in a moment when Dinky goes through the slowdown area for that penalty. So Blue's coming up. What's next? Straight, yeah, here we go. So you can see Dennis is got a slowdown. So surely there's enough. Ricky's close enough to. Well, I don't know, actually. Here comes the slowdown area. Dennis is slowing down now. Ricky's going to catch him, but he's going to catch him at a really horrible place. Right into the A bar. He's had to back out of it. He wasn't close enough after all. So Dennis keeps the spot. Dennis keeps 10th place. Where's Skippy? He's dropped all the way back. He's coming down the back straight now as well. So let's go back up front. We've now got 2.5 minutes. Where are we on the track? It's probably penultimate lap. Can Roadrunner get closer to Gary? I'm not sure he is. There we are with Shaggy, and there's Berserker Boy. Berserker's slightly closer, but not really close enough. Can he just drag that Mustang a little bit further forward, about half a second more, and that would be really interesting. It does look like he's very close now, though. That's half a second. You can see here, Berserker, even with the slipstream with that Merc in front, he still drifts off a little bit as it gets onto the power parts of the circuit. Then Berserker's really trying to hit all these apexes. It's a nice tidy line again, a little bit too slow to get the power down. But here we are, right in the tail pipes of Shaggy, and Shaggy's still pulling away. Goodness me, how that Merc is astounding. So, let's go back up front though, because this is where the action is. We've got 1 minute to go, so it might be the last lap for some people. Gary crosses the line. Oh, it is the last lap. It's already, oh my word, it's already gone past. 6 seconds to go. We didn't get to have the grandstand finish that I was hoping for. But anyway, Roadrunner, yeah, there you go, 20 minutes is up as he passes the line. So Roadrunner's in second. Shaggy's in third, Berserker's in fourth. I thought there'd be one more lap to go. That would be really interesting. Dave is finishing in a respectable 5th place. Supercams is in 6th. Surf is going to hang on for 7th. Welly Bob in 8th. Blackie's going to finish round in 9th. Ricky has got in front of Dinky. Let's have a quick look. Where did Ricky get Dinky? Quite a long way back. Oh, actually, oh no, that's coming up to the hairpin. He's going to dive up the inside. Yes, he is. As I said, that's one of the best places to overtake. You're close enough, and he made it stick because it's also really hot. And I think he's lost so much drive coming out of hairpin as well. Let's forward it a little bit. I think he's close again to Ricky as they come around to the final corner, but it's not going to be enough. So Ricky finishes 10th, Dinky's in 11th. It just leaves Gary to parade around, wave to the fans for a very good, albeit attritional win, shall we say. There's not a huge amount of overtaking from everyone, but as I said, it's quite hard to do that here. Coming around hairpin. Let's just forward it on a bit. Get down to the Casino Triangle. Here we go. So Gary now coming around Casino Triangle for the last time for a very well-deserved win. Well done, Gary. So that's your sprint race done. So we'll go to the feature race, which will include rain. So let's just get all the settings sorted. Let's make sure everything's right. Display all. There we go. Right. So obviously it's reverse grid for this one. We shall go through the field just as they are. See what kind of tyres everyone's on, because remember there's rain in this race. It's due. We're not sure how much or how long or how heavy. It should be a deluge, but we shall see what happens. So in the meantime, Skippy was in first. He's on racing softs. Dinky's on racing softs in second. Ricky is on racing softs third. Blackie's on racing softs in fourth. Welly Bob's on racing mediums in fifth. Surfer is on racing softs in sixth. Supercam's racing softs. So it looks like everyone's thought to go racing softs. Dave's on racing softs. Berserker Boy's on racing mediums. Shaggy's on racing mediums. Roadrunner's on racing softs. And Gary's on racing mediums. Right, so it's the right proper mix of tyre wear, of tyre selection as it should be. So we shall crack on, waiting for the red lights to go green, and they do, and off we go. So Skippy coming down the start finish straight into turn 1. Has he kept the lead? He has. So Skippy, ooh, cold tyres. Cold tyres. I think everyone's through. Yep, everyone's managed to get through turn 1. Yep, we're all together still, which is great. Just allowed the Aussie Skippy to start to pull away into the lead, bringing Dinky with him. And Blackie's in 3rd place, following these boys as well. Ricky's in 4th, Surfer's 5th, Berserker's got up to 6th place. That's a great start from Berserker, even on racing mediums. He's managed to part his way through the field. He's going to pass Welly Bob. Gary's up from last place as well, so movers and shakers already. Oh, there we go, Ricky and Berserker were side by side there, coming into hairpin. Alright mate, how you doing, Surfer? You've just missed yourself, crashed. We've just seen you crash twice. Excellent stuff, mate. Quality driving. Anyway, on board now with Ricky. He's sizing up Berserker into the entrance of Spoon. Thinks better of it. Berserker's taking a lot of inside curve. He's really using every inch of that track as Berserker. And Ricky make a move. Oh, Gary gets a little bit squirrely behind. Oh, here we go. And here comes Welly Bob up the inside of Gary. Gary loses a bit of traction, which just allowed Kevin to get back up in front. Oh, there's a whole gaggle of drivers now. Look at this. Coming around 130 yard. Gary's gone wide. Is he staying on? Oh, he's just about stays on. It's a casino. Someone was off. That was Ricky. Ricky was off. Let's go back and see what happened to Ricky. Ricky was, as you saw a minute ago, really close to Berserker boy. But Suzuka claimed another victim. 130 yard. Oh, he's a bit late to turn in. He hits the AstroTurf. Gets a tank slapper and damages a car. Good crashing. Just see Roadrunner there. Oh, and Shaggy coming into the Casino Triangle. Oh, a little wipe of the nose there from Roadrunner. Shaggy's have to bail out, but Dave, the new boy, still not really managed to gain that much, that many places. In fact, none, apart from Ricky, who's bottled it. There's Ricky. So in the meantime, Skippy's still out in front. Skippy's in 1st place. Dinky's still in 2nd, with Blackie harassing him in 3rd. Surfer's in 4th place, about where he was in the last race. Berserker's in 5th, doing very well for racing medium tyres amongst all these racing soft boys. Welly Bob's on racing mediums as well, after I say that. Super Cabs, oh, and here we go. So Gary has now been harassed by a Roadrunner here, coming around Dunlop, down to Degner. Can Roadrunner find a way past Gary? 2 protagonists for the championship lead. Oh, looks like Roadrunner's definitely sizing up Gary. Is he going to try and make a move and outbrake him into a hairpin? No, Gary blocks it. Roadrunner goes wide. Going to try and undercut it. Let's look from Shaggy's point of view. Yep, Roadrunner's really got a good run. Still can't make a pass though. That Mercedes is probably going to kick in now. Is he going to try and outbrake Gary into Spoon? He's really getting close. Going to dive out? No, Gary blocks him off. The Roadrunner's really close. This is great driving from these two. Oh, in the meantime, someone else has just come up. Someone else has just binned it. I think that was Welly Bob just binned it at the exit of Spoon. Around the exit of Spoon, Welly Bob got a little bit wide. No, it's not Welly Bob. I thought I saw someone spin it. Or did my eyes just see? I'm sure I saw someone sideways. Oh, it was Dinky. There we go. It was Dinky who got it wrong. Yeah, we go. Dinky got it wrong. Which is just allowed on board with Berserker. Can Berserker make a move before he gets to 130? Oh, here comes the Mustang. Oh, it's going to be tricky. Can he get in front? He can, just about in front. So Berserker gets the Mustang in front, but drifts wide. Dinky goes back up the inside and retakes the spot. Where's Welly Bob? Welly Bob's fighting with Supercams. Supercams dives up the inside of Casino Triangle. Doesn't quite hold it. Oh, but blocks Welly Bob from taking a position back. But Welly Bob's fighting hard. The Supercams side by side coming down the main straight. Where are we going to go? Oh, you can see, look, we got Gary. And oh, here we go. 3 side by side coming into turn 1. What's going to happen here? Oh, Gary has left the braking far too late. He dived far too up. Oh, Welly Bob spun it. Roadrunner gives Welly Bob a little helpful nudge. Keep it on. Shaggy's joined the party. Piled in. Just but Gary, it was the loser in that one. Drops all the way back. Let's go through the field. So yeah, Supercams have got through. Oh, what a great sequence that was. Great stuff, guys. So let's go back up front. Skip is still out in front. Not made any mistakes yet. We are on lap 3 coming around Degnar. In the run up to the hairpin. And he's got a bit of a gap between himself. Got a purple sector time in as well now, Skippy. Coming up to hairpin. Blackie's got in front of... they stayed in front of Surfer. Surfer's really harassing Blackie now. Let's go on board the Surfer. He's going to get a nice run on Blackie coming into Spoon. Trying to find a way past. He's going to try and outbrake him. He is! Surfer dives up the inside. Blackie gives him a bit of room. Oh, great move there from Surfer. But Blackie, I'm sure, will try and fight back and retake the place back at 130R. You can see the Corvette starting to just ever so slightly reel in Surfer, but Surfer goes defensive. Comes back out, Blackie, he has to back out of it though. Just backs out of it a little bit, and that little distance now has just given Surfer a bit of breathing room. Coming up to the Casino Triangle. Dinky's still in 4th, Berserker's in 5th, Supercam's caught Berserker, Roadrunner at 7th, Shaggy, might get a penalty there, Welly Bob 9th, Gary's in 10th, Dave still not made a move, he's still there or thereabouts, he's in 11th, and Ricky's all the way back here in 12th. So then, Skippy, the race is in his hands at the moment, build up a huge lead over Surfer and Blackie. Blackie has caught back up. On board of Blackie as we go through Snake. You make a move here, didn't they? Surfer's got a nice little run coming out. Dunlop. There's Dinky. Working hard, but he's got Berserker in close proximity as well. Coming into Degnar. Berserker's also got Supercams right in his tailpipes. There's a lot of action going on here in midfield. Can Berserker hang on? Remember, he's on racing mediums and I believe Supercams. Oh, Roadrunner put in a purple sector time. Roadrunner's catching this group. Berserker goes defensive. Supercams on racing soft. Can't find a way past the rear end of that Mustang. Fighting hard. Oh, the windscreen wipers are on. Is it just starting to rain? Yep. There's the windscreen wipers on a Dinky there as well as the rain started. Berserker's windscreen wipers aren't on just yet. Doesn't seem to be any, just a spot of rain at that part of the circuit, I believe, maybe. But where's Supercams? Can Supercams find a way past Berserker? And where's Roadrunner? Roadrunner's not too far off either, on board here with Supercams. It's 130 It's very close to the white line there with Supercams. Berserker's now caught right up to Dinky. Just a little bit deep into the Casino Triangle. Oh, here we go, Supercams. Oh, it's been blocked by Berserker. Berserker's taking the racing line. Stuffs that Mustang into the racing line as Blackie's into the pits already. So must be rain on the way. So there must be rain coming. Let's go back up here. Oh, here we go. Let's go back and watch this. So we've got Roadrunner now joining the party, and yeah, his windscreen wipers on. So the rain has just started a little bit. Yep, everyone's windscreen wipers are on. Supercams gives Berserker a little nudge, which probably just helps him a little bit. Roadrunner's now smoothly takes over 5th place. Yeah, proper rain now. Hear it. You can see the bottom left there is just where left of the tyres, where it says racing soft, is how wet the track is. At the moment, although it's raining, it's not saying that the track is wet at all. But you can hear the rain, you can see the rain on Roadrunner's windscreen. And also Berserker. Now they're all on slick tyres, remember. Oh, here we go. Berserker's got a nice run here on Dinky. You're going to go around, stuff up. Yeah, they're giving each other room. Oh. Dinky gets it slightly. Let's have a look at that again. Dinky gets it slightly wrong. Dinky, it was funny. Oh God, I've done it again. Come on, camera. Dinky gets it slightly wrong. Does he hit Berserker? Coming into the hairpin. Yeah, pushes Berserker really wide onto the grass, which just allowed Roadrunner. Oh no, disaster for Berserker. Just allows Roadrunner to take the position. So that little nudge, it's more of a block pass, really nothing in it at all. Just allowed Shaggy and Dinky and all these people to get through. So the rain has come. Let's see what people decide to do. We've already had one person into the pits. We look down there at the bottom left. Skippy out on his own. Not a huge amount of surface water yet. And his windscreen wipers aren't going. Does Skippy stay out? What does Skippy do? Nope, Skipper's into the pits. He's bottled it. Here comes Surfer. Same situation. What's Surfer going to do? So his windscreen wipers are on, but he's into the pits. He's bottled it. Supercam's into the pits. Roadrunner into the pits. Shaggy's staying out. Dinky's staying out. The real men were staying out. There we go. Shaggy, Dinky and Berserker boys stayed out, even though it's raining, on slick tyres. Is that a good move, or is that a mistake? Have they stayed out too long? Because all these boys are coming into, I'm guessing, put onto intermediates. All the Supercams, which tyres are you going to go for? So Dave's gone through into 4th place. What tyres has he gone on to? Yeah, intermediates. So people have come in to go on to intermediates, even though the track just at the moment still saying it's just about good enough for slick tyres. Will that cost them? The rain is still coming down though, I have to say. So we're on board with Shaggy now, who's inherited the lead. Up to, where are we? Degnar. Racing mediums. The Dinky there and racing softs. His fronts have gone. Oh, it's just at that tipping point, just getting into intermediate area. Here comes Berserker boy on racing mediums. Gets a lovely run over Dinky there. Keeps it together even in the wet. Takes 2nd position back. The Dinky's now is struggling for front end grips. See what you can see just at this part of the section now. We're dipping into where they should be on intermediates. It's a close call. And plus with the worn out tyres as well, they're going to be struggling for grip, these boys. If you look at the map at the top right there, you can see the distance between Shaggy here coming down the back straight, Berserker in the back straight, Dinky in the back straight, Skippy on intermediates here in 4th. He was leading the race. Probably hoping for more rain. And then we got Surfer and Dave. So Surfer's on intermediates, Dave's on racing softs. Dave's going to try and make a pass here at 130 yards. It's going to be very, very tricky. Surfer goes wide. Dave's cut back up the inside, managed to make it stick, so the intermediates not quite up to temperature, they're just getting to the optimal level, as in the surface water. Dinky's coming to the pits from 3rd place. He's on racing softs, he has to anyway. And what tyres has he got onto? So he's come back out on intermediates. So at the moment, we've got Shaggy and the Stellar Sea-Link rival Fred Olsen Ferry Line out in 1st place, closely followed by Berserker. These two braving it at the moment. You can see it's borderline there for the water. Look at the bottom left, the screen is borderline, getting really close to whether they should be on intermediates or not. So these aren't the only two out on slick tyres still, because I believe if you go back, Skippy is on inters, Dinky's on inters, but Dave's still out there on racing softs. Dave's in 5th place at the moment. Let's see, I'm sure Dave will be with his empty bog roll there on the dashboard. He must be looking to find a way past Dinky. He's going to get a nice run coming out the hairpin. Slow to get down on the power. And this track's already starting to dry out a little bit. Yeah, you can see there oh, it's going to be brave if he goes around Dinky there at 200R, and he does, you know. Wow, great move from Dave coming into the entrance to Spoon. But you can see now that inters are not working, and Skip is really struggling. So Dave fights his way through the inter crew. He's got a nice run now on Skippy, so he should be catching Skippy at 130R. Is he going to make a move at Triangle, at the Casino Triangle? Go on board with Dave. He's already passed. Where's Skippy gone? Where did Skippy go? Skippy's gone wide. He can't turn in. The inters are really not working. Same with Dinky. He's gone wide. But the inters not working for him. It's just Surfer gaining time on the people in front as Roadrunner's catching up, and he's on the inters. All these boys on inters, they're probably cursing the choice they've made at the moment. Is it still raining? Let's have a look at the windscreens. It's not raining. No one's got the windscreens on. The track is drying out already. The rain's already ceased. So it looks like Shaggy, Berserker and Dave have played a blinder. Absolute blinder. I love it that it's got the 3 lights there on the side of the Porsche signifying his 3rd place. I wish we all had those lights on. That's proper good stuff, that is. You see the blue lights on the side, on the door panels. There you go. It signifies that Dave's in 3rd place. It's a shame Shaggy and Berserker haven't got them on theirs. But there we go. So at the moment, the track's drying out. We aren't halfway, so still a long way to go. But with these 2 boys, Shaggy and Racing Mediums, Berserker Racing Mediums, look at it. Berserker's tyres are far worse condition than Shaggy's. Struggling a little bit there is Berserker to handle that Mustang under braking. He's also losing touch with Shaggy, so Shaggy's definitely starting to pull out a lead. So let's go through the field as we are with all these tyre issues for everyone, see what they're going to do. Shaggy's in 1st place, Berserker's in 2nd, Dave's coming around to the entrance of Spoon. Now he's in 3rd place on Racing Soft, still on the original tyre. The surface, you can see there's hardly any water on the surface now. So what are these boys going to do? They're going to crash on with these inters and hope it rains, or what? So Skip is in 4th, and then Dinky's in 5th, and there's a whole gaggle of drivers. Surfer, Roadrunner, Gary, Blackie. Oh, as Welly Bob's gone off. Welly Bob's on wet tyres. Welly Bob went full wet. He's losing out big time now, is Welly Bob. Ricky's on wets as well. He'd be losing out big time. The road is dry. Although the conditions and the weather don't look great, the actual road surface is dry. Which just means these boys up front are going to be building an even bigger lead. Shaggy's definitely pulling out a lot bigger gap now between himself and Berserker. There's Berserker in 2nd. Dave in 3rd, and it looks like Berserker and Dave must be pitting soon. Question is for Dave and Berserker, what tyres do you put on? Because you can see there's still a bit of surface. There was a bit of surface water then. If I remember rightly, there was more rain due at this point. I was really perplexed as to which way to go. It looks like Dave's got coming, so we'll see what Dave does on his next pit stop. So really, you got the inter race here from 4th down to 12th. It's the race of, it's a right proper gaggle, the race of the people on the wrong tyres. Everyone's scrabbling for grip on the tyres that they shouldn't really be on. What do they do? Who's going to be the first? Look at that, 5.5 seconds down on lap time. 2:09s. The fastest lap is at 2 minutes. They're losing 9 seconds a lap. on these tyres? Do they bite the bullet or do they come into pit? That's the question. So let's go back up to Dave. Look at that, Dave's worn those tyres down, or evenly all the way down as well, I have to be fair. Great driving there from Dave. He's really struggling. Oh, I thought he was going to smash it. 130R. Surely he'll be coming into the pit so this lap. See what tyres he puts on. It's an interesting choice to make. No, he stayed out. He stayed out for another one. Goodness me. That's a bit reckless. Should have come in that lap. You can see the front right and the back left. They're down to nubs. They ain't, and they're racing soft. That's not going to last another lap. So Skip is staying out. Oh, it's all kicking off back here. Let's go back to this situation. There's Surfer and there's Roadrunner with closely behind Surfer. They're all fighting. Surfer goes wide again. He hates this part of the track. He's binned it twice in the first race at this point, and he's also binned it again at the same point. Oh, as Roadrunner gets a helpful nudge there from Gary, and then Surfer gets a helpful nudge from Dinky. But here we go. So Surfer's coming into the pits. What's he going to change it to? We are nearly halfway. Still a long way to go. Surfer's trying to do something different, I guess, as Super Cams is in as well. He was on inters. Welly Bob's come in. He was on wets. What tyres are these boys going to change to? Out comes Surfer, and he is on racing softs. So he's gone for it, full beans. What about Super Cams? Super Cams has stayed on inters. Oh no, he's not. He's gone racing soft. So we finally decided to bite the bullet, these two, and go back out on the appropriate tyre for the conditions at the moment. We are halfway through the race. Still a long way to go. What's going on up front? Still got Shaggy on racing mediums. He's in a good position. He's still got a third of a tank and a lot of those tyres to go. Berserker though is down. He's lost the front right. Berserker's front right has gone. His front left is nearly gone as well. He must be struggling big time in that Mustang to keep the front end to turn in. So Berserker boy's coming into the pits. Here we go with Berserker boy. So we've just seen Surfer and Supercams come back out on slick tyres. Is Berserker going to do the same? We're just over halfway. He's just managed to keep that Mustang going for half the race. Pit crew do their job. Dave's come in as well. Well, we thought he would be as well because he was on nubs as well. And out comes Berserker boy again, so he is back out on racing medium, so he's suited the boot to the end. What about Dave? Look at that, Dave's got nothing, no wheels left on that wagon, but he was still rolling along. Oh, and all the others are coming in now. Black, Dave's coming in now. Black, oh, it's not letting me go. Let's go back. So, oh, who was that off? Someone was off there. Oh, they're all piling off. They're all going off. They're really pushing hard. Someone was off up front. Oh, who was that? That was Skippy. Skippy's been. Oh, he's really struggling big time. So Skippy was in 4th place. You can see Roadrunner has been catching him all this time. Skippy on those inters just can't turn in, losing traction all the time, losing time to the boys up front. Left to brake him far too late. Even if he was on slicks, he would have struggled to brake then. So Roadrunner's through, Gary's through, Blackie's through. 2 Corvettes just give each other a little kiss. But Blackie's gone into the pits. Dinky's gone into the pits. Oh, that was a naughty move, Skippy. I think you might get a penalty for that on your exit. But they're all changing back now to different tyres as Dave was in the pits all this time. And he has come back out on racing medium, so he's super the booted to the end. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if it starts raining again. Go on board the Shaggy, see how much of a gap he's got. over Berserker, who's still second. So the Shaggy is just coming around, or going very long way around Spoon. Oh, he's lost a bit of time there. Coming around Spoon. Berserker is pitted, hammering that Mustang now, coming up to the hairpin. So Shaggy's got a good third of a lap ahead. Roadrunner on Inters is now third. Your Gary and someone else just swapped positions then. Saw something change. Perhaps not. So Gary's still on Inters, out in fourth place. Struggling to brake. They're doing 209s in those cars. Gary and Roadrunner 209, 210s. Berserker's doing 204s, 205s on racing medium. So they're losing about 4 or 5 seconds a lap. Shaggy 203, 204s. Yeah, Shaggy's managing to do better laps. So here we go. Roadrunner third. Gary is in fourth. Still on Inters. Dave is on racing mediums. Come around Spoon now. Surfer's on racing softs. Old Gagler drivers now. Super Cams on racing softs in seventh. Oh, Skippy, yeah. That 3 seconds is for that pit entrance that he did. It's going to cost him. He's on racing softs though. Welly Bob's on racing softs there. They've all gone on to slick tyres now. Dink is all the way back now to 11th. And Ricky's, yep, everyone's on slicks apart from Roadrunner and Gary, who are sticking it out. A little bit of surface water still there at that point. You can see it's quite misty. Let's go and find the nearest battle at the moment. Roadrunner's got a bit of a gap between him and Gary. It's fairly close. The two Inter boys. You can see they're being caught now from Dave, who's on racing mediums. You've got Surfer on his own, Super Cams on his own. Oh, here we got a battle. We've got Skippy with Welly Bob. So I'll just leave it here while I just have another quick drinks break. And we are back, and I just caught the end of that with Skippy getting a penalty, just allowing Blackie to get back up to 9th place. Let's go up front to see what's going on with the boys up front. Has Shaggy pitted yet? Yep, Shaggy's pitted. Gary's coming into the pit. So finally Gary's admitted defeat, down to he's pitted from 9th place. Those inters have not worked for him at all, obviously. See what tyres he's going to put back on. You can hear all the other cars flooding past. So Gary's gone back out on racing softs. Cool, that's a brave choice. With what's that? 15 minutes to get. 14 minutes to go. Maybe 16, depending on how when you finish on the track. You might have to do the next bit. That's pushing it a bit. So Gary, this race has turned into disaster for him because he's currently leading, I believe, the championship standings, and the championship leader is now back in 11th place. So Here we go. Shaggy's pitted. Berserker Boy still there or thereabouts. Can't quite get close enough to Shaggy though. And Dave's in third place. Surfer's now in fourth. Surfer's now leading the pack of the I put the wrong set of tyres on. You see Roadrunner is also being caught by Supercams. Let's go aboard Supercams. Supercams got a great run at the exit of Spoon, catching Roadrunner hand over fist. It's Roadrunner, yeah, Roadrunner's on intermediates, that's why. Those inters are costing Roadrunner badly as he goes, oh goodness me. As he goes wide, there we go. Finally got the right camera angle. Oh, Supercams bins it himself. Goes too deep. Oh, he's nearly blocked Roadrunner. Oh, Supercams. Oh, that was nearly spectacular. Supercams lights up the rear of his car. It's finally Roadrunner admits defeat as well. He's going to cost him badly too. It's probably going to put him back behind where Gary is, because Gary just pitted before. In the meantime, here we go. So, Shaggy's just put in purple sector time. 12 minutes to go. Do I see rain again? Is there another spot of rain coming? No, the windscreen wipers aren't on just yet. First and second, Berserker and Shaggy. Or Shaggy and Berserker, I should say. Dave is in third. He's not even got to the hairpin yet. He's putting the purple sector time. Supercams is now in fourth. He's got past Surfer. Oh, how did he get past Surfer? Oh, that's how he got past Surfer. What happened? Surfer's having a nightmare. Into the first corner, goes too wide. Lovely pirouette there from you, Evan. Oh, I've forgotten your name. Bob. Just loses fourth place to allow Supercams now to get up to fourth. I told you, Supercams. I'm sure he's got a race win in him, you know. He's definitely got the speed. He just needs to hold it together. So Surfer's now back to fifth place. Been caught by Welly Bob. Can he harass Surfer while he's probably feeling a bit unsettled over what just happened? Going through Degnark. Go on, Kev. Push, 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 push. Look at this from view. Here comes Welly Bob. No, Surfer's still got the position. And Blackie's catching up to these two as well. There's Dinky and Skippy battling for 8th and 9th. Skippy dives up the inside. Oh, bit of a block pass, but it's all fair and good. As he spins it up himself. Oh, he did all the hard work and then puts the hammer down too much. And now he's back fighting with Roadrunner. Roadrunner back at 10th. Another guy is fighting for the championship lead. So Roadrunner 10th. Gary in 11th. Roadrunner Racing Soft's got a long way to go to get up towards the podium positions. Back in 10th place, it looks like he's going to get Skippy coming down the back straight. Skippy's still got his indicator on. I noticed it earlier. Oh, I just noticed something else. Let's go back. Let's go back. I've just noticed something going on. Shaggy's in the lead, coming out to the first corner. It does what a lot of people are doing, and he spins it big time into the kitty litter. Where's Berserker? Berserker's now going to take the lead. Oh wow, Berserker's just been gifted first place. Berserker's been gifted first place and has taken the lead with 10 minutes to go. He's suited and booted to the end. Where's Shaggy now? Shaggy's following Berserker, but he's regained it very quickly, I have to say. Well done, Shaggy. Coming around to Dunlop. Surfer's into the pits, so he's going to lose 7th position now. There's so much going on in this race, you never know where to turn. It's Berserker. Oh, he's starting to struggle. Is there rain? The lights are on. It looks like the temperatures are cold. No, there's no rain. Despite Shaggy been in it, you can see Shaggy's already caught quite a long way up. So Shaggy's on racing softs, that's why. Oh, Shaggy could make the racing softs last. Berserker's on racing mediums, so Shaggy's not. He's got 10 minutes to. Well, he's got 9 minutes now to close the gap. Berserker's struggling for a little bit of grip already, I think. Dave here is now coming around. He's at the hairpins. Look at the map, it's alright. Everyone's properly showing out. So Dave's in third place. Here comes Super Cam's in fourth, but he's going to have to pit. He's going to run out of tyres soon. Welly Bob here in fifth place. Blackie's in sixth. Dinky's in seventh. Looks like he's suited and booted to the end though. Roadrunner is in eighth. Looks like he's suited and booted to the end. Same as Gary is now back up to 9th. He was 11th. The Surfer's pitted in. Surfer's again! Oh, Surfer's running out of talent fast around Suzuka. How many more crashes is he going to make? Yet another crash from Surfer and he's damaged the car. And the windscreen wipers are right, so there is rain. Oh, how bad is this rain going to be? Let's go on board with the race leader. Here we go, Berserker's windscreen wipers come on. He's on ailing tyres. Oh, that's a quick shower. The windscreen wipers gone off already. Super comes into the pits. We thought he would be anyway. This Berserker boy comes around. There we go. Comes around into Degnar. Oh, he's losing it. Yeah, Berserker's losing grip. Those mediums are going off fast, especially in the rain that's now coming down. Look at it. It's a shower of rain. It's really affecting Berserker's grip. Shaggy's close there. Oh, what a night, yeah. Oh, what a night. Oh, you can see there, look at that. The rain has already got to the point of where we're bordering on changing into inters. This is the last thing these drivers want. Oh, Shaggy goes very wide to the white line there. He touches that white line, he's in trouble. Berserker's struggling for grip with those worn out racing mediums on that wet track, and you can see Shaggy's caught him hand over fist. But is the rain still coming down? Yeah, the rain is still coming down. So again, we're at that point of what do you do? What do you do? It stopped again. Oh, it's just borderline yet again. With the rain, Berserker's taken a very delicate 130 yard there. He keeps very close to the inside. So it looks like Shaggy's also taking it very delicately through this section and not pushing those cars too much. Berserker's got a huge, great big, nice drive out the last turn. Coming down now to first corner. Berserker just about keeps it on track there. So Berserker's still in first place. He's got 6 minutes to go. Shaggy though is on racing softs. We'll be catching him back up to him. Here we go. So 1 and 2 is race for the end. In the meantime, we've got Dave. He's quietly got the job done. On racing mediums, as Ricky's gone wide again at the first turn. Dave's going to come back on. There he goes. Dave's in third place, podium position for the new guy. Roadrunner's now up to fourth place. He's on racing softs. He's managed to make those softs last. He's back up to fourth place. Dinky is in fifth on racing mediums. Super Cams is back on inters. Goodness me, I thought he'd be going back onto racing softs. He just pitted about a lap or so ago. So he's going to be losing time. Hand over fist to Welly Bob, who's on wets. Man alive, did these people not learn? I thought they would learn for the first half of the race, but obviously not, because they're still putting wet tyres on. Taking a gamble, I suppose. You can see the trouble it's causing. Kev is Blackie on inters is racing with Surfer on racing softs. Oh, 3 sets of tyres. Oh my goodness, it's all going to go Pete Tong here, surely. Surely Mark's finally finding a way past Welly Bob on those wet tyres. We go on board with Surfer. Here we go. Surfer's now passed and through Weddy Bob as well. Don't know if Surfer realises, but Mark's on Inters. Oh, a little bit of contact, possible contact. Oh, don't think it was contact there from Mark, from Surfer though. Let's have another quick look. Go from bumper cam. I think Mark just lost it on the turn in himself at Degnar. Yep, no contact at all. No contact. Yep, Mark's lost it all by himself. Regains behind Surfer, so this still on wrong tyre. But I saw someone off there as well. I think that was Supercams. Did he get it wrong at Degnar as well? Yep, Supercams. Oh, it's very, very close to binning it there. The Surfer's in 7th, Blackie's in 8th. Weddy Bob's in 9th, Gary's in 10th. Skippy is right behind, so Skippy's on racing softs. Oh, and Skippy's gone wide. Skippy's lost it. Runs out of talent at Degnar. Fighting with Gary is on Inters again. Again, he's got the wrong choice. Picked the wrong choice of tyre. Skippy coming out to the corner on racing softs. He's got the speed. Ricky's on wets as well. The track is bone dry. Oh, anyway, so 2 laps to go. Berserker's in the lead at the moment. Shaggy closing fast. Shaggy going very wide though. Been a race of attrition, this one. Shaggy still can't seem to get close enough though. Anyway, so Berserker's in first place, Shaggy's in second. Dave, where is he now? He's coming to hairpin. He's not a million miles away from the boys up front. If one of the two has a big moment, he might gain up to them. In the meantime, Roadrunner, who's he fighting with? He's just passed Ricky. Roadrunner's got up to 4th place. Dinky's in 5th. Surfer's now in 6th place. Supercams is in 7th on Inters. Blackie's in 8th place on Inters. Weddy Bob's in 9th on wets. Skip is on racing softs and almost out of fuel. In 10th. Gary's pitted again. Has he gone off the Inters? Yeah, he's gone back on the racing softs. Oh, how many more pit stops do you want, Gary? Oh, nightmare for these boys back here. And Ricky is in 12th. So here we go, Berserker boy. Coming down. 2 laps to go, I'd say. Glowing. Oh, it's just gone a bit too wide there at turn 1. You can see it's just, it didn't really go that wide. He managed to hold it just about. Braking, it's just not stopping, not gripping, and he manages to hold the slide. Great style points there from Berserker, if nothing else. Just let Shaggy go back into the lead. 2 minutes to go. Probably another lap after this, I'd say. For these two boys, anyway. Berserker's not that far behind. He's just needs Shaggy to make a false move somewhere. Berserker can take the position back, but 1 and 2 been out in front for the entire race. Dave is in 3rd. Roadrunner's here in 4th. Dinky's in 5th. 1 minute, just over a minute to go. So I'm looking to see if Surfer's is he gonna have enough fuel? Might, if he goes past start finish straight, I hope he's got enough fuel left. Surfer's in 6th. Supercabs on Inters is in 7th. Doing 2:14s and 2:18s where the leaders are doing 2 minutes. Losing time handover 5th. Blackie is in 8th. Weddy Bob 9th. Skippy's in 10th. On racing softs and fumes. Weddy Bob's on wets though. So that's going to be interesting to see how that carries out. And championship leader Gary is in 11th place. 30 seconds to go. He's going to manage to start another lap. Yeah, he is. Where's Ricky Bobby, though? Ricky, though, will be the... Where is he? He's coming around Dunlop. He's quite a long way back. Down to the final 10 seconds of the race. Ricky, I think, would be the first of the finishers. As Shaggy starts the lap, there we go, 40 minutes up, there we go, Berserker's finished, so here comes Dave. No, Dave will be the first of the finishers if it lets me go to the camera. Here we go, Dave will finish in 3rd place. Great race for him, podium position for Dave on his debut. Nice one, damage limitations. Yeah, it was. I'll be honest with it, when I went racing, when I stayed on the slick tyres, it was a gamble. I knew it was a gamble. I didn't know how it was going to pan out. I thought I'd give it a go because I was about 6th or 7th, and I thought, oh, let's stay out, and I'm pleased it worked out for me. Anyway, in the meantime, Roadrunner's got back to finishing 4th. Dinky with probably the best race he's had all season. He's going to come around to finish in 5th place. Surfer, where is he? On fumes, coming around to finish in 6th place. Supercams is going to finish the race on Inters, I believe, coming up to, yeah, here we go, coming up to Casino Triangle. Managing to finish the race on the wrong tyres. Oh, in big style as well. Nice drifting. So Supercams is in 7th. Ricky has just finished in 12th. Here comes Welly Bob. Oh, let's go back. They look like it's proper. Oh, no, Blackie. So what happened to Blackie? So Blackie was ahead of Welly Bob. There's Mark's on Inter, so he's on the wrong tyres. What happens to Mark? Comes into 130. Oh, goes very wide. Just keep an eye on. He's got a big gap there between him and Welly Bob, but he's gone far too deep. Oh, he's got it horribly wrong. He's still trying to gather it. Yes, he is. He's still trying to get on the circuit. Where's Welly Bob? Here's Welly Bob. And there's Skippy. Skippy can't... Oh, what happened there? So Skippy hasn't got any tyres on whatsoever. Kind of forces his way through and forces Welly Bob into the pits. Ooh, I'm not sure what to make of that. I think the steward's going to have a hard time, because Skippy does kind of force his way through there. He's off the track. You wouldn't expect anyone to be there. Just punts Welly Bob into the pits. So Blackie does finish 8th. Skippy 9th. Welly Bob will finish 10th in the pits. Where's Gary? Gary, no. Oh, no, so Gary's gained a place as well. Oh. That's contentious. Contentious. Should Gary get 10th place? Because Welly Bob would have finished. Welly Bob would have finished in front of Gary, so Gary should have finished 11th. Ooh. Controversy at the end of the race. I didn't realise that's happening. Let's look at it one more time from Gary's point of view. So, here we are with Gary. Skippy and Welly Bob are having a little kerfuffle at Casino Triangle, round about here. Welly Bob's literally only got from the pit entrance to the start finish line to go, and he's bundled into there. So, and there's Gary. So Welly Bob certainly would have finished. There we go. Welly Bob trying to finish in the pit lane. Oh, I think Gary should be 11th. I don't think he should be 10th. Welly Bob should be 10th, Gary should be 11th, and Ricky 12th. In the meantime, let's go back, because he's had a magnificent race, flawless race. Shaggy in the Fred Olsen Sea Ferry Link, or whatever you want to call it. Inspired liveries coming around now to a glorious win. Well done, Shaggy. Finishes the race in 1st place. Berserker coming around as well now. Tough race for Berserker. Down to nubs on those meters, and he finishes in 2nd place. Well done, Shaggy, Berserker, and Dave for sticking it out on those slick tyres. And there you have it. So, controversy for the end of that race. We'll see what the stewards make of it. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon next week. And take it easy. See you later. Bye.